Hey, it's your girl Rachel. How you doing? Happy Sunday. So I've been recording lately, but I haven't posted any of it, and this is the reason. So I kind of wanted to give a quick backdrop on the reason that I did the last video I did last week. This sun is popping in this apartment. Y'all hear me? So through my journey, I've had a lot of ups and a lot of downs, and I tell people all the time that while you're going through a divorce, it ain't always gonna be peaches and cream, Like you're gonna have times where you backslide, you're gonna have times where you feel like, what the hell am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Right? I'm done, I'm finished, and then you go back. So there's been a couple of people who's been, beside me through this journey that, I didn't even know was going to even be a part of it, right? But God has mysterious ways, he works in mysterious ways. He places people in your life for various reasons. And a lot of people that's been in my life, they've taught me, to trust my instincts and to trust myself, and to not give up on love, and not to give up on myself. So the video I did last week, and I had four people that was with me. It was my friend Shan, my friend Queen. She does my locks. She actually started me on my locks. Actually, she was the beginning of, she saw the beginning of the transition, and a friend of mine named Devon. He's really cool. You know what I'm saying? He was my boss, but and Candace. Candace is Shantaria's sister. So it was times where I didn't even know that I was losing self, right? Where I didn't know that I wasn't myself. And these people, when I tell you they shut shit down, like, yo, Rach, you need to go and talk to somebody. Yo, Rach, if you need a vent, call me. Like, what's going on? What's in your mind? For, just like simple questions without judgment, and a lot of us don't have support that with from people that are non-judgmental, right? So many people laugh at your pain, and they're like, uh-huh, she got hers. But these folks, they didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? It was a no judgment zone. I can laugh, I can cry. Probably one person out of that group probably saw me cry, but I'm not really a big on emotions. So, but they'll pinpoint when that voice ain't right, when the trigger ain't right in your voice. You got a little tremble, like, no, I'm good. Like, no, what's going on, right? So before I even posted the video, I kind of wanted to give an introduction to who these people were. Um, Even the last video I did 2 weeks prior with Queen and King, right? Weird. But you know, King was somebody I met through Queen, and it's just meeting him showed me that I can trust myself and trust my instincts and say, hey, Rach, this ain't right. I don't want to do this. This is not what I'm looking for. This is not what I need in my journey, right? So of course the excuse the microwave, trying to get ready for dinner. Yeah, it's early, 2:26, but gotta make sure that you get stuff together. But so I'm just sitting home on a Sunday, just chilling, relaxing, and just like reflecting on 2019, right? It's coming to an end. We got 2 more months left, and I can say that every year, we talk about, oh, this journey-less year has been crazy. But one thing I can say about 2019 is that it has been one hell of a freaking journey, right? I've been through more emotional changes than I've ever been in my life, and at 32 years old, it's not a bad thing to say. Even being a single woman currently with no children is like the journey has been crazy, where my ex has popped up to my place, what I mean, didn't want to leave, had a gun, showing out, going crazy. But I had one of those people in the four, check me about it. Like, listen, like, you have to take accountability for this because you opened that door when you said that you didn't want to. And that's true. I opened up that door, gave up the cookies, let sex cloud my better judgment. Sorry, that's a text. But I love that. I've been having that for over a year. My friend Shan told me she gotta find me a new ringtone, whatever. But I'm just in here like, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of emotional changes. The one thing I have said to myself that I would do is I wouldn't fall victim again. So many people like to stay in this victim role, where they blame everyone and everything for how they're feeling and what's going on in their life. One thing I do believe in is karma. What goes around does come back around. Stuff that you've done when you was younger. A lot of people like, oh, well, I pray and look, I'm the biggest, believer that karma is gonna come back around, whether you've repented about it or whatever. A lot of things are not gonna you're not gonna be humble unless you learn certain things in life, and there's some lessons that you have to learn, unfortunately, the hard way. I know so many friends going through this bull crap of a divorce or broken relationship or whatever the case is, and it's just like, listen, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to cry, it's okay to scream. Put all that energy into something else, like, because if you don't, you're gonna always fall back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lost a lot of me, and I always had this thought in my mind, like, what if? Let me tell you something. Don't worry about the what ifs. Don't think about the what ifs. Because if you do, it's gonna drive you insane. Like, don't overthink anything. I always tell myself this, not even other people. I tell myself, like, Rachel, you've done so much overthinking when it comes to friendships and relationships. I'm not overthinking it anymore. Either you genuine or you're not, and it's gonna show. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna show. Um, you're gonna end up fucking yourself basically if you're not genuine, because you're gonna end up losing out on a good friendship. And there's so many good people out here. You know what I mean? And so many good people have been hurt. You know what I mean? Has been scorned beyond measures. And look at my gap. I love my gap. I told myself I would never change that. That's why I don't got braces. But I digress. But I'm like, this journey has just been amazing. Like, it's really taught me to trust myself, like, and to trust what I'm feeling. For so long, I didn't trust me. I didn't love me. I didn't respect myself. Because let's face it, if you respect yourself, you're not gonna allow for somebody else to disrespect you. And you deserve happiness. You deserve to be happy, and no matter what situation, you make the conscious decision to deal with whatever you want to deal with. But know that you deserve more. Like, to come second to anybody. I don't want to come second to no female and no man. Like, I'm all, if you don't put me first, that's fine. Of course it's God. We're talking about in the flesh here. We're not talking about in the spirit. So let's bring it back a little bit. But you ain't gotta put me number one. I'm gonna put myself number one. I always tell niggas, like, I ain't gotta be a cup of tea. I'm my cup of tea, right? Because as long as I love me and I love myself and I value my own worth, you will attract the right energy. You'll attract the correct person. You know what I mean? Like, you won't have to wonder what is this person's true intent. But then I realized there's a lot of people that get hurt out here that are skeptical about people that they meet, and they always say, oh, I don't want to get into this. It's not the right time, or this is not the person that I really want to deal with. Let me tell you something. Allow yourself time to heal. That's one. Allow yourself time to heal, because you don't want to bring that negative baggage into another relationship. You want to make sure that you heal and you let go of that situation completely. If you even have an inclination that you're going to go back and fuck your ex, you ain't ready for another relationship. And you don't want to put somebody else through the bullshit because you still healing and you still learning how to deal. It's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Keep it at a friendship, learn each other, love each other, whatever. And then from that point, God will take care of the rest. You don't have to rush something that's meant to be, right? But you want to start with yourself. You want to love yourself first. You want to take care of yourself, take care of your well being, your finances, your mental, because let's face it, it's a lot of Black people that go through depression and don't want to talk to nobody. Talk to somebody. Shit, pick up the damn phone. You ain't got to go sit in nobody's office. Pick up the damn phone, call your closest friend, call your sister, your brother. I don't give a shit who you. Matter of fact, you can inbox me. Okay, don't post the shit on Facebook. You can inbox me if you need somebody to vent to that you know ain't gonna go out there and tell your business. But take care of you first. And stop looking for validation in other people, right? You got to take care of you first. You gotta love you first. You gotta respect you first. So I said all that to say that the people that are going to be in the next video that I post, they have actually helped me realize my own worth, right? With no judgment, with no judgment. They've held me accountable for everything that I've done and everything that I've said. And I had to sit back and, you know what, like, you know what, you right. I did say this and I went back on my own word to myself. So I broke a promise and a vow to me. So now I got to rectify that. And not everybody got to know what the hell you got going on, right? These four are probably the only four. Yes, they are the only four that really know what I'm doing, the plans, the little bit, a little bit of what I got going on. Because so many times, even the people in your closest circle, not to say this about them, but even the people in your closest circles be hating on you on the low. So if you got somebody that ain't pushing you and that ain't supporting you, and they always trying to find some negative in what you doing, you need to kind of keep them at an arm's length. Not saying to disconnect yourself because you learn from every person, and these four are so different, and they've came in my life in so many different parts. Shan was the first person to. I've known Shan since 2008. I met her when we used to work in Lynbrook, right? Surprisingly, that's where I met my ex at. But we used to work at Lynbrook together, and we never had any negative between us. So when we disconnected, it was my nose was like it's spreading. But when we disconnected, it wasn't on no negative shit. It was she got married, she had kids, she was different, living a different life, and I was on some hot girl shit, right? I wasn't in no committed relationship. I was kind of just chilling. I was young and I wasn't looking for nothing serious. So our lives didn't really match at that point. We were young, you know what I mean? But when I started posting all this stuff on Facebook, she was the first person like, yo, take all this shit off, inbox me. And it's so funny because I found the post. Today's the 27th, and literally the 27th of last year, I found a post. You know how Facebook reminds you of shit. It reminded me of a post that I put up, and she posted on there. Rachel, take this shit off of Facebook. Inbox me if you need to, because everybody just laughing at your pain, etc., etc. And when I tell you that day changed my outlook on life and other people, phenomenal, right? Met her sister. Her sister was going through her like she was sharing the video that you guys see that she was going through her own divorce with her ex-husband. So, my energy and being around, it was just like kind of we helped each other, you know. Queen, she started me on my lock journey August the 6th of last year. And so I met her through my ex-husband because he went to her or somebody that she worked with. But that relationship took its own turn, because she got to see me through the beginning of my process of, and she seen us laugh and happy, da da da. Then to see us going through a divorce, it was like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So she had a different aspect of my life, and Devon, he was my boss, and it's so crazy because I don't when it comes to guys, I don't talk to guys about anything personal. And it was so crazy because our energies mixed so well with one another. And I had hit him up when I was going through, I was like in a really depressed stage and I didn't even know. Like, I didn't want to admit it to myself. And something just kept telling me to reach out to him. I texted him, was like, hey, when you have a chance, can I talk to you? And he was like, sure. So he ended up calling me, or I ended up calling him when I was on my way home. And I was like, never mind, don't worry about it. And he was like, no, like, he didn't cry. He gave his, you know, feelings about whatever. And, just to let me know that this was a safe place. You can talk if you want to talk. But he was the one that introduced me into therapy. He was like, yo, you just need to talk to somebody. Like, and so they've all seen me grow from a different aspect and perspective of my life. They've seen the different chapters of my journey. And although February will make it 1 year since I've been divorced, I feel like I've been divorced forever. But It's just like with these four, it's just been so amazing. It's crazy because my sister's my best friend, but it was my sister could not take hearing the hurt and bullshit this nigga was putting me through. You know, family can't. Sometimes family can't deal with that. Like you, my blood. I love you to death, and this nigga treat you like shit. I want to come put a bullet in his head. You know what I'm saying? So it was. It's interesting to have these four that came here and to speak about their different experiences with me, and some would say I was bitchy, some say I was all emotional, some say I was a denial. But you guys will get to see a little bit of that. And I kind of just wanted to make a brief video about it, like, hey, it's important to surround yourself with people who are genuine, who genuinely cares about your well-being. But while they're putting in and pouring into you, don't forget to pour into your friends too. Don't forget to pour into your support system, because iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's take the time to help each other to grow. And you don't have to agree with everything they say, and they don't have to agree with everything you say, but you want genuine support. You don't want to go looking for it, because I promise you, God will place these people in your life without you even knowing it. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be like, I'm meeting random people. I don't want to talk about my business, but baby, when you start healing and that glow start coming, you're gonna thank God every day for the people that He placed in your life. And I'm like so grateful. But this has been an interesting journey, and I'm still traveling on it, and I appreciate every tear dropped. I appreciate the rain more than most people would. When it rains, people are like, oh my God, I want to stay home. I'm like, nah, the rain has came to water the seeds that I have planted. Okay. And it's so sunny outside today. Let me tell you why. The sun is feeding the seeds that you planted also. So continue to plant positive seeds out there. Anything negative you put out there, praying to say, hey God, please don't let it flourish. You know what I mean? But I'm grateful for every drop of rain that comes, because I am working my behind off to make sure that I am taking care of my well being. I'm not looking for nobody to do it for me, right? So this was all it was, a little introduction. But you guys subscribe. Please ask questions that you want to know the answers to. I'm going to be as transparent as possible. I don't care about hurting nobody's feelings. For so long, I have held my side of the truth back to try to make this person look better, and they didn't give about me. You know what I'm saying? They put up their truth. You know what I mean? What they saw and how he felt. And that's fine. You can feel how you want to feel, but I'm gonna speak my truth, because God knows that it's been rough. So subscribe, you guys. Ask questions, whatever you want to know. Um, I'll answer it. But until then, God bless. Have a wonderful week, and remember to smile. You don't know whose life you're changing, right?